everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. Today I have an Empties video. It is a very cold day today. I'm all bundled up. So I figured an Empties video would be fun. It's one of my favorite videos to watch and share. So my Empties today are from February and January. I like to do them every other month because I have a bigger stash to go through then. I'm going to start with the makeup products, and then from there I just randomly grab out of the bag that I have. So let's start with the makeup, and I actually have quite a few products to share, which is very, very exciting. So the first one here, I have an eyeshadow primer. This is the Milani eyeshadow primer. I love this stuff. This is the only eye primer I had. I have repurchased it already. It just works really well for me. It's very inexpensive, and I used to have a bunch of different types of eye primers, and to me they all pretty much do the same thing. So I set this down on my lids, give it 30 seconds or so to dry. Usually I put on lip balm when I do that, and then I do set it down with a shadow just because that's what I prefer to do, but you certainly don't have to. It does dry down pretty nicely. And I, can also use this as a glitter glue. So I'll just, after I do my crease or something, if I want to have a more, reflective metallic look, I will, put a little bit of this on my finger, dab it onto my lid, and then put that metallic shade over it. It still works the same way. So I don't feel like I need to have multiple types of a glitter glue and a regular one anymore. Just the regular one is fine for me. So very, very happy with this product, and have already repurchased. It usually takes me about a year to go through one of these. So it's a nice, inexpensive product that lasts a long time, which is great. I have another primer too. This is a face primer. Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer. This is my favorite primer, and it's discontinued, which is really such a bummer because it worked really, really well for me. I know that right now the trend is to have very dewy and glowy skin. I personally have very oily skin, and I feel like it's harder for me to find very good mattifying products for me. I don't like silicone-based primers. They kind of break me out after a while. I can use them a few days during the week, but I can't use them consistently every day because it just clogs up my pores. So I really liked this one because it was more of a lotion consistency. So I'm on the hunt. If you have any recommendations, I want to try out the e.l.f. gripping primer. I've heard good things about that one, and it's pretty inexpensive, but even if you have a high-end one that you recommend, let a girl know. Okay, 2 base products. I know I'm just going crazy with the face products today. CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream for Oily Skin. I love this product. My only downfall for this is that the shade range of this is not as robust as I'd like it to be. This is the lightest shade, 510 Fair, which is too dark for me right now, so I do mix it with another tinted moisturizer, the Wet n Wild one, and that works fine for me as a color match then. But this does work really well for my oily skin. It's very medium to lightweight, and how it feels on the skin, I feel like it has a medium coverage, so I really, really like it. I've gone through a couple tubes of this now. It is definitely a favorite. I also have a concealer. So this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have the shade Fair Beige. This is my winter shade for my face and under my eyes. I did pull the stopper out. This was in my project pan, and I finished all of it up. So what is showing on the sides here is just what's dried against the plastic. So very, very happy that this is done. It's a great product. I have also repurchased this one. Last product I have is a single eyeshadow. How exciting. So this is from the Ulta Beauty house brand. They have these little single eyeshadows. I love the package of these because it has a nice snap, but the pan is also magnetic and you can pop it out. So I am going to keep the packaging because I can stick a ColourPop shade in there or other eyeshadows, just that my pan is now empty. But I had the shade called Pure as Snow. It was a matte white eyeshadow. I used this as a brow bone highlight to set down my eye primer. It worked really well for me. It's 1.7 grams, so it is a good size single eyeshadow, and it just worked really well. I don't know a lot about the other shades. I specifically was buying a white eyeshadow because I wanted a single version that I could bring with me when I was traveling for work a few years ago. And I didn't really have a lot of ColourPop eyeshadows that are magnetic that I could pop out. But now that I have ColourPop eyeshadow palettes and they're magnetic pans, I don't feel like I need a single, white eyeshadow. I'm just kind of rotating through those. Maybe after I use all those up, I'll need one. But Anyway, I finished a whole eyeshadow, so that's very exciting. Now, something that I started to do here just for fun is to share my stationery empties. And I have so many people comment that, oh my gosh, yes, I love using up a pen. So I did in fact use up another pen, but I'm gonna one-up you today. I also finished up an entire notebook. So this is the notebook I've been using for work. I started a new job last May, and I used front and back the whole thing up. This whole thing is done. It is so satisfying, except I have to go through here and just see if there's any like big notes that I need to transfer over or store, but very, very exciting to finish a whole notebook. I don't even know if I did that when I was in school. Like, I feel like this semester would end before I would actually go through every page front and back of a notebook. So that is like one of my biggest accomplishments of the year so far. Okay, with those things aside, let me grab my bag and we'll keep going through the beauty empties. Okay, so I went through a lot of skincare and body care the past 2 months. The first one here is this jumbo size of the Nivea lotion. If you've been around for a while, you know that we stocked up on these at the beginning of COVID, and neither of us really like the lotion. It's just very heavy. Honestly, right now, because it is so dry, it has been coming in handy, I will admit. It's just very oily. That's kind of my, problem with it. But we did finish this jumbo size. We have one more of these and 2 more smaller ones, and then we're done with Nivea, which will take probably until next year, to be honest, but this is an accomplishment. Okay. I have a hair detangler, Naughty to Nice conditioning detangler. This is from Not Your Mother's. I really like the Not Your Mother's hair care line. Everything I've used from them, I've been happy with. I really like their dry shampoo too. This is a great detangling spray. It's not too heavy. Sometimes I feel like detangling sprays get a little like too creamy almost. And that one's pretty liquidy, so it doesn't clog up the nozzle, and I really, really like how it works to just like pull the knots out of my hair. I have curly, very quickly like tangled hair, so that's been really nice for me. I definitely will repurchase. I have another one, a different brand that I'm using right now, but then I will go back to that one. A SPF moisturizer. This has been in my project Use It Up for a very long time. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion, SPF 30. Would not repurchase, do not really like for my face. It just pills up. It makes those little like balls of product. It doesn't play well with my makeup. It's not for me. It's not the right formula. But I did use it because, it still had SPF 30 on my neck, chest, the backs of my hands every morning during my skincare routine. So I still got the benefits and I was able to use it up that way, but I would not repurchase it at all. Okay, Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. This is my favorite cleansing balm. Definitely go check it out. I like to write, when I can remember it, on the bottom or the sides of my products when I open them. So I opened this May 2021 and I finished it up February. Was it February or January? I can't remember. It was either January or February when I finished this up. So it does last me quite a while. I don't wear makeup every single day, so it probably took me longer to go through this. And I had travel sizes that I worked through as well throughout the year. So that's probably like not the actual timeline of how long it would take me if this was my only product. But it's still nice to know. I definitely will repurchase. I have a couple smaller cleansing oils and balms that I need to finish up first. And I'm absolutely going back to this. And they have this size and they also have a travel size too. So I'll probably purchase one of each so that I have a travel size available, just so it's in a smaller container. But that is the best. It's my favorite because it gets so thin. When you scoop it up and you rub it on your face and it melts down into an oil, it's the thinnest oil. And that's my problem with a lot of the other ones I've been working through in samples, is that they feel really thick or waxy. And it's not my favorite. I always want to go back to this because it doesn't make me feel like there's crap left on my skin or that my skin's clogged in any way. I just really, really love it. Okay, I just grabbed a handful of skincare products here. Bliss Bright Idea Vitamin C and Tripeptide Brightening Serum. This is a little travel size. I opened this January 18th. Lasted me about a month. But it's a little size. I use a vitamin C serum every single morning, usually the Derma E one, this one actually. So I used this one up first and then I went to this one. I prefer the Derma E. I think that they're both nice. The Derma E is cheaper. This is going to be about $20 to $25 depending where you buy it for a 2-ounce container, whereas the Bliss is about that same price range, the $20 to $25 mark for a 1 ounce container. So I always go for the Derma E, but I think they're both very nice. You know, I really like to get Bliss little travel size kits around the holidays. They always have this like mini size kit, and that's where this is from. And I really enjoyed it. If I, got this, or if the Derma E was not available, I would go for the Bliss one. But just price comparison wise, the Derma E. I also think that this is a little bit of a thinner formula. So I have repurchased the Derma E one, and that's what I'm using right now. But yeah, 2 vitamin C serums. The other thing about the Derma E that I like is that the cap actually unscrews, so you can get everything out. You can dump it into your hand, whereas a lot of bottles, I feel like with a pump, like this Bliss one, you'd really have to pry to get this thing off. So I can appreciate that I can get everything out of there too. Another Bliss product is the Pore Patrol Clay to Foam Purifying Cleanser. I really like this cleanser. If you have oily skin, this was awesome to use throughout the summer when my skin was like the oiliest. I felt like this actually dried up that oil, like without drying out my skin, and actually removed it off my face. So this is awesome. My only grudge with this is the pump. It gets really clogged up under here. I'm not sure if you can tell that, but under here it's just like so clogged. I'd have to keep shoving bobby pins in there to break up the dried product. So, if they repackaged this, I think it would be better. The pump just sucks, but the product is very, very good. So I do enjoy this. I probably will repurchase this. I just have some other cleansers to work through. The Ordinary Caffeine Solution 5%. I use this every single morning as my under eye serum. I do 2 drops on my ring finger and, like mash them together and then do both eyes. I do use it on my eyelid as well. It offers like a little bit of hydration, but not too much. I do also have oily eyelids and under eyes with my oily skin. So I like that this offers like hydration and it helps my eyes feel moisturized and awake, but it's not too greasy. It plays really well under makeup and it absorbs very, very quickly. So I really like this. And because I only use 2 drops a day, 1 bottle can last a really long time. It doesn't look like I wrote down the date on this one, but I would say at least 6 months of daily use. This will last me, if not longer. So really, really enjoy this product. I really enjoy that product and have already repurchased. Okay, some more skincare. I just pulled everything out of my bag here. Good Molecule Squalane Oil. This is not even half an ounce, but I like that it's so small because facial oils can go rancid pretty quickly, I found. So I like that this was a smaller size and it's in the deep, dark, glass here. This is really nice. I use this on my evening, last step in my skincare routine. I press it into my skin and my neck and it feels really nice. It kind of seals everything in for me. So really enjoy the squalane oil. I have a couple of other oils, but this is what I would go back to just because it works really well. There's not any like over the top fragrance to it and it's pretty inexpensive. So really, really love the Good Molecules brand so far. Okay, this is a hair growth oil I got off of Amazon. Did it grow my hair? I don't know. Did I use it consistently? No. So even if it does like work and it's the magic potion, I did not use it consistently enough to say for sure something happened. But I can tell you my scalp is a lot more hydrated. So what I would do is I would shower, wash my hair, and then when I'm, combing it out and putting my detangling spray and whatever other product in, I put a couple of pumps of this on my fingers, massage it through my scalp. And I did notice that I had a little bit less itchiness and dryness. I really don't have like a dandruff problem, but in the winter when it's just so dry, everything on my body needs a little extra help. So I do think that that helped in this regard. So I used it up. I wouldn't repurchase. It's not a favorite by any means. Something sticky is on my fingers. But it was worth a try. Don't waste your money. I have a lip balm here. So this is from Kapari. It's the Lip Glossy. This is my favorite lip balm. I usually use this at the nighttime, like rotation. This is on my bedside table. I really like it because it's very thin and hydrating, but it lasts. So in the morning when I wake up, I can rub my lips together and it still feels like there's product there. It's not goopy, it's not sticky, it's amazing. I really, really love this and I highly recommend. I also like that it's in a squeezy tube, so I'm not like sticking my finger into like a potted lip balm. I'm currently using the Laneige lip sleeping mask, is that right? I'd never used it before. I had a sample from the Sephora birthday gift. I don't like it. This is so much better to me. So if you didn't like that, try this one. I usually get like a 2-pack around the holidays, but they also sell this, individually, of course, at Ulta and Sephora. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's also great to just keep in your pocket. They have colored ones, but this is just the original clear. That's what I prefer. I have a lotion here. This is from Aveeno, the Daily Moisturizing Lotion, fragrance free. This has kind of like a silicone slip to it. It definitely works well if you have cracked hands or hands that are healing. I think this is a great lotion because it does offer a protective barrier for an everyday hand cream, which is what I used it for. I kept it at my desk here and reapplied, throughout the day. It wasn't my favorite. It was just okay. So I finished it up. I originally got this for a trip to use as a body moisturizer, and I used, half of it that way, and then I just finished the rest at home. It's okay. I wouldn't like seek it out by any means, but if that was all that was available, I know that it's decent enough, I think this is what's leaking because it's kind of open. For my birthday, I was gifted a sheet mask. This is the OK Soothing Cucumber Sheet Mask. I normally don't do sheet masks. It's just not my thing. But I did really enjoy this one. It felt very hydrating. It was refreshing. And I folded the mask and stuck it back in here after the first use because there's still so much serum in here. My problem with sheet masks is I just don't like how, I don't know. I don't like how they fit. They never fit my face. I'm sure I could cut them and make them fit, but that's a lot of work. And I just feel like, even though this one says it's a biodegradable sheet, which is great, I think that's important, I still have this whole package that I have to get rid of. So I just prefer masks in a jar like this one. This is from Acure, the Seriously Soothing Blue Tansy Jelly Mask. I have all sorts of different masks in packaging like this or in tubes, and I just like them better because I can control exactly where I want the product. And I get more uses out of something like this than this. So really appreciated the gift. Totally would want to be gifted one of these again. It was awesome, but I'm not going to go purchase any. Oh my God. I am knocking everything over on my desk. Okay, since I just brought this up, this is the Acure Seriously Soothing Face Mask. Like I said, I thought this was going to be a dupe for the Herbivore Blue Tansy Mask because this has Blue Tansy in it. They're not dupes, in my opinion. The Herbivore one has some exfoliating factors that this one does not, but I still used it up. It was a nice cooling gel type thing. I did rinse it all the way out because this is a really nice glass jar, and I'm going to peel the label off here, and I'm actually going to make my own mask with aloe and some hyaluronic acid. In the summertime, I just usually need a lightweight gel aloe type mask to soothe the skin. So that is going to be something that I'm going to do with this jar. But yeah, I repurchased the Herbivore one after a couple of uses of this one. I realized that's not the same thing, but it was worth a shot, Yeah, so probably pass on that. Always. A couple more products there. I have a Bliss glycolic and polyhydroxy acid night serum. Again, a little mini size from the kit. One of these serums I use at nighttime. I have a rotation of when I use different serums, but one of the types is an exfoliating serum, some sort of acid exfoliating serum. So I was using this. It was okay. I prefer the Good Molecules one I'm using currently, but this was okay. Again, I really like the Bliss products. I feel like they're just a little expensive for what you get, but these mini travel sizes are really fun to explore. So I'm happy I used this up. Probably will get one in a kit at some point in time, but wouldn't seek that product out necessarily. This is a moisturizer, the Caudalie SOS Intense Moisturizing Cream. I've been using this since November. I remember bringing this to Berlin with me as my little travel size moisturizer in my bag. But this is okay. It's very, very heavy for my skin anyway, being oily skin. And it just has this smell. It's a good smell, but it's just over the top. When I put it on my face, I could smell it for a while, and I just don't really love that. It didn't give me headaches or cause irritation on my skin. It just I don't know. It was just not my favorite scent, I guess I'm trying to say. But this was okay. I mean, if I got another sample, I'd use it. I really could only use this in the wintertime though. but it's not something I'd ever seek out. I don't need a moisturizer like that in my life. And then the last product I have is a perfume. So this is the Saint Laurent Black Opium, YSL Black Opium. I freaking love this scent. I know a lot of people do. I have repurchased. This is like a second purchase. And I since then have bought the dossier version of this. So like the, cheaper perfumes without the labeling and the packaging, but it's the same scent. I bought one of those and they smell like 99% the same. There's a little bit of a different, like very, very slight difference between them, but they still smell like so spot on. And I think once it dries down on your skin, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So really like the scent, don't like paying for the price. So I have purchased the other one. I do think that this lasts a little bit longer than the other one, but that's not that big of a deal to me. But really, really love this. And the packaging is beautiful. It has like glitter on it. It's kind of rough to begin with, but as you use it a lot, or if you put it in your purse or, travel with it, it kind of like softens up on the packaging here. So anyway, those are my empties. I feel very accomplished. A lot of like little things, but very good skincare rotation taking place. Because after I, finished all these, I was able to open up new products. I really try not to have duplicate products open in my skincare routine. Like I'm not going to have 2 moisturizers or 2 vitamin C serums or whatever going at a time. I really am trying now to I know what I like in my skincare. I'm usually ingredient based, so I'll try different brands or whatever, but yeah, pretty straightforward these days. So that is it for me. I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.